There's nobody on board that boat. This captain knows full well that he's not walking away from this. He knows what's coming. Are you hiding round the back? Is that a war crime if I click that? Save it and do it. You're such a scumbag. I bet if I do it, it goes, Captain, you shouldn't be killing innocent people in a war. What? Oops, my finger slipped. Sorry about that, boys. I did mean to invite you on board, but yeah, oh well. We'll try that. Oh my god, AI, will you let me reverse out the way? Flipping heck. Now I can watch him just drive like an idiot. Right. I'm just intimidating him now. Rubbish driver. Come on, Granny, move it. There's one. No fire. Can you see that guy though? Can you see him? We haven't lost it, guys. That's a solid hit. Let's make our way over. Oh, do you hear an alarm, Jeff? Yes. Yes, I do, Stanley. Do you think we should go downstairs and check out the alarm? Yes, go on then. Should we get a cup of tea first? Yeah, go on then. Zero panic. This is like Consim.
Oh, sorry, Paul. Let me back up. Oh, no,
I think we're bashing.
Hang on, I'm moving away.
Why did you come over here? Get in your own space. You've got one next to you.
I want him to be closer to you.
It's ridiculous.
I really don't understand what's going on with these bases. Okay, 2 AI trucks have now crashed into each other.
I mean, to be fair, we have got them running the same. Like, the routes collide, don't they?
What?
They went green! You stupid game! It literally went green! And I pressed release and it chucked it in the water.
Oh!
Oh my god. Yeah, I need to recruit somebody. Rather introverted and likes to withdraw in the case of conflict. Why is he getting on a submarine in the middle of a world war? After 8 months of basic training, he became a torpedo mechanic. He's popular with his colleagues and likes to make joke about the officers. Oh, does he now? Well, maybe we won't have him then. He gets angry easily and often gets into fights. Wait, is this Sean? Due to his muscularity, no, it's not Sean. An aggressive, dominant behavior, it could be Sean. He often intimidates others and uses it from time to time to bully the weaker. That could be Sean, actually. He can lead people, not Sean, but it's also not afraid to get his hands dirty. That is Sean. He's used to working long hours. Tom. That's not Sean, is it? If muscle strength or a loud voice is needed, then he's the right person. No, it's not Sean. You got to remove that one first, I think. We haven't had a need for it yet, but I'm sure on the maps later, we'll end up having to use it. Can you watch the paintwork on my truck? Because I'm pretty certain you just scratched the bonnet.
Nah.
No respect. What are you doing with that crane on?
I'll just lift you into place.
Yeah, go on. Do it. There you go. Keep going up a bit more. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you had it then. You literally had it then. It went blue. There. Go on, deliver it.
I'm trying. It keeps disappearing.
Oh, come on.
I love how I can just lift your entire truck.
I really wish you could deliver the pipe, though. I can't help it. I've got to do it. I've got to see what happens if we mercilessly kill sailors in a lifeboat with a journalist on board. I want to see what he says about that. And, oh, my finger's... Oh, yeah, my finger slipped. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, sorry about that. Whoops. It looks like it slipped twice. Never mind. That was a waste of good ammunition, that.
You see in the left corner, there's a piece of hazard tape.
This?
Drive into it.
Whee! Where's that going to go?
Oh, hang on. I think I've got to go up to knock the one down for you.
I was going to say, because that's a... Yeah, you need to knock that one down. It's like a...
Ah!
Oh, you noob! Can I winch you?
You had one job.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, God, I need to run up.
This is possibly the most awkward place to be flipped upside down.
Oh, yeah.
He had one job. One.
I mean, I got you out of trouble, but... Hey, nearly.
I'll just recover. Don't worry about it.
Hang on, what if I try pulling you from this side? I'm stuck. Why is my handbrake on again? It's actually genuinely annoying. Like, the amount of times you... Yeah. I'm literally stuck now.
Oh, you're stuck. rescue you, Paul.
Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome to part 2. Hope you had a nice break. Can't eat that one. Just finishing off this conveyor 2 thing. A drone 2. There we go. That should be plenty. Right, we're now making drone miner 2. I had to make drone miner 1 to make drone miner 2, but that's by the by. Iron's looking a bit thin. I need to change the label over here. Mandy, thank you for 41 months. Casting machine. Elevators, casting machine, and drone miner 2.
Good afternoon, Scrove.
Now, I think I'll decommission the drone miner 1 back over here now. Damn him, thank you for 32 months. So we don't really need it. Miners, there we go. We'll get rid of that. If we can figure out where it is. There it is. That's the assembler for it. So we'll break that. Make that and that. Lieutenant Dan, how you doing? Drop that. Hopefully I've got enough room for that. And we'll go and put those miners into the box. Put them in there, put them in there. I think that's that. And then from now on, we'll just use drone miner 2, so I'll have 1 stack of that. Actually, no, I won't, because I don't need them. Let's put them back. Just trying to figure out why this iron's not doing so well. Interesting. I think I see the problem. Wasn't it Pups who edited that janky thing? I seem to remember. Oh, electronics not looking too good here. Holy smoke, what's happened to them? Oh boy, something's not right. Yo.
I've just seen it's collapsed again, hasn't it?
Yeah, electronics has gone pretty bad.
I'll put another one on. Give me a second, I'll put another entire one on.
Well, that one needs filling up, otherwise it's starved right now. Something's... don't even think it's starting the... No, it's not. Yeah, it's not full at the beginning.
It was. We're just using too much of it now.
I don't know. No, it's not full at the beginning before it's even used. Comes from down here somewhere. Where's that go?
Okay, we're not... Our rod production's not full.
Wait, that's coming from an elevator. What the heck is going on?
Because it's built on another floor.
It's built up here.
Yeah, look, the rod...
Doesn't this need to be a yellow elevator or not? Or doesn't it matter?
No, we're not producing...
Well, it's a full stack of yellow going into the elevator. And then when it comes out, it's not. So you tell me.
It's not a full stack, though.
What?
This is not a full stack of yellow going into the elevator. Now it's a full stack going into the elevator.
What's this other bit of belt
That
here?
was the old one. That can go. I upgraded it.
That's not a full stack either.
This... Yeah, because we ain't got enough rods. The rod production's collapsed.
I don't think so, Robin Ninja, no.
You look where I... Yeah, this rod... I need to fix this rod production. Hang on. 1 second. Should start having a full stack of stuff coming your way.
What was the problem?
None of the belts coming up from the miners were yellow. It was all still red. Wait, hang on. Why is this not producing much? You seen this one, Paul? The one I'm hovering over?
Hmm.
Where's it all going?
I'm just looking at them to see what the
It's
formula
got
is. That's got 1, 2, 3, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's missing one. This is missing one. It needs one more smelter on that stack. It's only got 7 instead of 8. Don't suppose you have a smelter on you?
Nope. I haven't needed one of those in forever.
I can't even find it. I wish I had a search box. Where the heck is it in here? There it is. Smelter.
First
Making
tab,
one.
I think.
This is weird.
This top line's looking a lot more healthy. Where's assemblers? Assemblers.
I copied and pasted it, Captain Flint. I assumed it would copy it over as output. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I pressed Q on it to copy it, and it didn't copy over the output status. This is still not full.
I'm joining the two lines together underneath to balance it. We just need more.
Oh, I think that this was probably built as a red belt
It was
output,
right at the start, yeah.
and somebody's
So it was-
upgraded to yellow and expected it to be full, and it's just not.
I just upgraded the belts to yellow. It wasn't full with red. I just wanted it to move faster.
Yeah, daily profit's just gone up quite a bit.
Nice.
I think, yeah.
Need more rods, Captain. 'Cause if you look at all the 4 rod belts, they're all being used quite heavily.
I mean, if you... I wonder if we can get to 100k profit. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I'm working on it. I was in the middle of writing a list of what planets take what bots, and then I noticed this problem.
Oh, there's a tier 2 rod. Takes 2 Technomore. Is that the upgraded version? Made in an advanced smelter?
Yeah. Someone's at my front door, 1 sec.
So I need to make advanced smelters now. It never ends.
Can't expect it to be easy.
Are they different rods, tier 2? Are they like a different thing? Or are you just making more of them? Right, so to make one yellow belt of Technum rod, we need one yellow belt of Technum ore and 16 smelters. Yeah, so this whole thing was built for red. And I think Pups has gone, I'll upgrade the belts. Why are the belts not full? Now, the problem is, I'm going to have to take it all offline to fix it. Because we need to go horizontally that way with 4 lots of 16. Maybe I just build a new one over here and then just switch that one in. Yeah, Sean, I need to double the output if you want 4 belts of it.
I honestly didn't realise we were using rods so much.
Yeah, so this 4 here were built to keep 4 red belts full. And then when you've upgraded the belts to yellow, the belts, not surprisingly, are half full. That's what's going on, because you need to double the smelters.
This was more of a temporary solution because 2 of the lines wasn't doing anything at the time. But I didn't realise we were using so many rods.
I mean, there's Technum ore over here in the water, but there's not really anything nearby. How can you tell how much is left on this one?
I think you just have to scan it and see the size of it.
Okay, it says 12,133,44.
No, I meant as in the... So it's like, what, 4 deep?
Can these bots still get at this stuff, or do they need to have the area around it dug out?
Just take the bits that they can see.
That didn't really answer my question.
But yeah, they can still get to it. Otherwise they wouldn't be mining.
Oh, the bottom of the factory's on the blue node. Yeah, it's on the wrong end of the bus though, isn't it?
But with our underground tunnel, Pop,
yeah, this is not particularly big.
What is it you need? Technum ore?
Yeah.
There is a source of Technum ore not far from the mine that I'm creating now, so I could create another mine of that, and when the transport ships are on.
researching those now.
There's actually one over the water where you got that ignium from.
There's one there as well, yeah. I got a Technum ore next to the ignium ore that I'm doing. just inside the mountain. I could probably tap into that. I don't know how the transport bots work yet, or I could bring one from.
You just put a pad down, you load, and then send the item into the pad, and then you need an end pad, and they're just transport between the pads.
Is it one item per pad, or could you do more?
I can't remember.
It's an option anyway. It's just, well, you know, that I could do that from the mine that's near the one I've just created.
See, I think, thinking about the bigger picture, we've got our main bus running north-south, and to the north of the bus is all the old factory, if you like, and that needs to be removed, because ultimately what we want is a load of drop ships coming in on the north of the bus and then belting the content in to the bus.
Yeah.
So this area, I don't want to replace this rod creation thing with another one here, because we actually just want to remove all of this, really, and put the platforms there that we can then ship things in and then put them onto the bus. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm tempted to take them all to the north, go and mine that, smelt it there, and run 4 belts of rods straight down into the bus. And then later we can just switch it out for a transport pad. But I don't want to replace this furnace set here with another one, because that
just leave that with what it can do for now. We'll just have to make do, won't we?
All of this is just completely temp and offline and needs to be removed. In fact, I think all this here is completely dead.
I'll start removing it after I've finished writing my list.
Those circuits don't go anywhere, so that's just... And then if I swap this out, that will create a lot of space at the beginning of the bus. And I don't like what these rods are doing, Sean.
I want to fix that, Paul. It was more of a temporary solution when we first got going.
Yeah, they just go up and down like crazy.
I'm going to fix it, but I do have some news.
I have news. Drone 2s are online, by the way, Knight.
I've got them, yeah.
What's the news?
So, I've just done a list of all the 5 planets we send our stock to. 2 of the 5 planets we sell. We're at 75% of what they want. We only need one more bot to fulfill the entire planetary needs. Although the planet Gerion, or however you pronounce it, is looking dire, because out of the 5 items they want, we send 1.
Joranine.
Yeah. We send 1 of the 6 items they want, sorry.
That's fine, because they want things that we don't make.
But what I'm saying is we can make them now.
I mean, I think that's the one I only just unlocked, isn't it? No, I haven't unlocked. Oh no, Joranine.
That was our first one, I think.
No, Oromos was before that. Oh, actually, I don't know. You're making a new setup anyway, might as well crush the ore and make the T2 rods while you're at it. What's the difference between T1 and T2 rods? Are T2 just more efficient rods, or are they a completely different material?
Saying, yeah, so I think now it's 1 to 1, whereas if you did tier 2, it would be 2 to 3.
So it's more efficient.
Yes.
And that comes out of a... But does that need a crusher too?
You can do it in a normal smelter or an advanced smelter.
Do we have an advanced smelter?
Stand by. I mean, I can... Oh no, that's still... So after I've done the cargo shuttles, I can get the advanced smelter online. Or I can pause the cargo shuttles and get the smelters online. What's more important?
If you have the tier 2 crusher, then you have the tier 2 smelter.
We don't currently.
Don't think we do. We have tier 1 crusher.
But also, people are saying it can't be made in a normal one. It can, it says. Made in a smelter small. It just takes 6 seconds. Look at the rods. It tells you what it's made in.
Yeah, I looked at that. It said you can make it. It just takes twice as long.
It takes 6 seconds.
Yeah, so it can be made in a tier 1 smelter. It takes twice as long, but makes 3 instead of 2. And one takes Technomore and one takes Technomore rubble. So I need to crush the Technom. I need to crush the Technom ore rubble into Technom ore.
Yep.
And then we'll end up with 3 rods instead of 2.
Yes.
But we can do a normal smelter.
This is unlocking pretty quick, so I can unlock tier 2.
Yeah, but then we'd have to put a machine array online to like make the crushers and the smelters, so I won't worry too much. We're fine with tier 1 for now.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I've managed to... Nope, I have not managed to fix the problem.
What am I making? 320. Let's see. 320 a minute, which is 640. Okay, I'm going to need 21.3 crushers and 42.7 smelters. No. Are
Correct.
You busy?
Why did you answer correct?
I am currently in a mine, well, building a mine.
Because I need a mine making.
Which mine do you need making? I'm currently working on a...
Technom ore to the north.
The one that's directly north, or the one that's near where I am?
Where are you? I don't know where you are.
Northeast.
Basically north of the base where you put that ignium ore in that we built all the way across the water.
Okay.
That Technom ore
that
there.
one online and just add it as belts for now, or
I need.
I'm doing those ships now. They're at 53.
I need at least. I need 3 belts of.
3 yellow.
Yeah, 3 yellow coming out of it, ideally.
Everything is dying.
Okay, well the Denoferrite's not urgent, is it? We're okay at the moment, so I can come back to this later.
Oh, don't tell me this takes...
Actually, if you can give me 4 yellow belts, then I can make 5 yellow belts of rods, and that should put us over for a bit.
So the new miners, are they double?
I think so.
So it was obviously 12 for 2. So with the level 2s, would it be 12 for 4?
I think you'll have to put one down and see what it starts spitting out into your belt.
I mean, you could just fill the place up with miners and then use balancers to balancers to end up with 4. You could just go crazy and put as many as you want down.
Yeah, but I can't balance the same life.
Well, let me know when you've done it and you want it balanced. I'll come and put one down for you.
Don't think you got the joke, do you?
I mean, we all know what you're like, but where am I making those?
It gets Costello. When we need to replace the smelters, we've got a problem because there's not enough space next to them.
I feel like I'm going insane. Where?
Do you want me to respond to that, or
If you want.
your dear?
Where are they being made?
Oh man, I hate it when they just.
This is actually annoying me. I'm gonna have to go and find where these appear.
It's just below the surface, which would normally be great, but not when it's right next to the water edge.
I want to know why our circuit board production's collapsed. I can't remember where I'm making circuit boards.
Circuit boards are very near where we put those bots in.
They're probably collapsed.
Because I said, could I not just steal off this one?
Oh yeah, it did collapse because it needed, yeah.
Collapsed because it needs electronics, and electronics has collapsed because it needs rods, and rods have collapsed because we don't have enough smelters. And I'm about to go and sort that out with Knight, who's going to... You know what I mean? It's just like a pyramid of stuff.
I didn't know what it needed, so I was like...
Well, think about it. It's a circuit board. It needs a polymer board and some electronics.
But that involves thinking, Paul, and I'm not the best at that. I'll be honest, I'm not the best at thinking.
I'm going to resist the temptation.
Right, I'm going to put a factory floor here somewhere, right? Yeah, particular preference?
Yeah, could do with trying to block this water edge as well, because once I start trying to dig down to the other...
Yeah, be careful with that.
It's going to start pouring in, so I could do with blocking this water. I'm going to dig down the opposite side for the time being.
Yeah, if you start to let that pour in, we can't stop it. You can't remove water in this game. It's just dumb. I think your best bet...
I'm just wondering, if we put a blockade across here, then once I release what water is here, it shouldn't keep following it if there's no water. I don't know.
I'm wondering if we can just fill those squares in. Hang on, if I get like... If I fill that in with dirt... See, I think that removes the water block.
That'd be good if it did. Because like I said, I really don't want to dig down that side at the moment.
Trouble is, I can't easily see how deep it's going.
That's why I prefer them when they're really deep, because I haven't got to worry about that.
Listen, J9, the warehouse is like rainbow unicorn droppings, you know, it's not happening, mate.
It will eventually, just everything else is taking priority.
It's just becoming an urban legend at this point.
By the time you have like 5 minutes to go and deal with it, something else has popped up that you have to go and deal with.
Right, I can't guarantee that that's removed the water, but...
Oh, I hate the way things enter this box.
I think I pushed it back.
Yeah, I'm pretty much at the bottom of it now without going towards the water. Are you just gonna... I'm gonna put a freight elevator in again, level 2, because it's easier to bring it up that way than it is to do it
Yeah,
either way.
what I was going to say was, though, are you just going to leave it like that then?
Well, I was thinking so for the time being, because in theory, once they start the mining across, they should still be able to get to it without me having to dig a hole around it. But obviously, it's limiting how many road miners I can put in.
Whereabouts is your elevator go into?
That's where it's coming out at the moment. Is that any good, or I'll have to do some landscaping around it, obviously. But I was thinking that's right next to this belt if you're planning on belting it.
Have you got any more dynamite? Happy Father's Day, casual gamer dad. I just want to take the top off this.
Is that good?
Oh. Tried googling yellow signs, but nothing came up. Really? Some more blocks. I love how the respawn thing says this feature is designed to respawn you to the original start location if you get stuck. And actually it's just a fast teleport.
Yep.
Annoying thing is you can't change it. See, I think a lot of games let you build a bed or something and that becomes your spawn if you die. They should do a similar thing.
Cargo shuttles? Your blueprint library is soaring beyond expectations. This is precisely the breakthrough technology we need to ship vast quantities of goods to faraway locations on the planet. I'm impressed. Our capacity for innovation is really taking flight.
Why is he talking at me?
Because we just unlocked research transport shuttles. wherever they are on this tree because you can't search. There they are.
What if computers and phones have a sleep mode? Lol. I wish the game didn't let everything float.
I wish the game would stop cancelling my jetpack if I accidentally touch the ground.
It's a safety feature. Warning, collision, cancelling jetpack. Pff, you're dead. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
What do you need the platform for? Basically going to bring all the ore out of there, crush it, make it into technum rods, and then send 4 belts of it in that direction.
I'm just moving a couple of these lines and then I'll start disassembling the old base ready for you.
I wouldn't disassemble anything.
Not the mines, but there is so much of the base that's not even used anymore.
Yeah, by all means remove anything that we're not using, but
Yeah, I didn't mean the mines that are still running.
not all the rods and stuff that are being made.
Just meant so I can put some landing pads down for you two.
Yeah, we don't need the pads initially. Right then. Anti-drone vacuum screen bot. So if I get a license and send them screen bots, yeah? I can send them vacuums and screen bots.
Yeah, go for it. And then I'll add that to my list and I'll figure out what one's in the most demand.
Vacuum bot, screen bot. Pelican.
How many output belt? How many belts did you want? 4?
4 yellow. Do we need to get more power over there, night? All this stuff running.
Oh. It's all online.
Is it all block linked though?
Yeah, so this mine is... I've block linked it down to the miners because I don't have a lift shaft for this one. But there is 12 miners running on, outputting onto 4 belts. And I've stopped it just by your new massive platform.
Three smelters and 27 of these. So next I was trying to remember where everything is. Conveyors, okay. You'd think when you're like moving with a jetpack, like I'm just watching Sean go past going towards a block of floaty stuff. You'd think that your character would lean in.
Wait, there's another thing floating.
Yeah, right near you. I think somebody is in midair and they do a drop rather than destroy, maybe. Either that or it's a respawn bug.
So I think you should be okay. And that whole thing has power as well.
So this is all the main grid.
It runs off this here.
Which is
It's
how
only
much?
running off of 5. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so that was my point, because I'm about to put
Well, we're creating the bigger
54
ones, aren't we?
smelters and 27 crushers onto this platform.
Yeah, you might have to hand make the biggest substations.
Okay, correct. Biggest.
I don't think they need much if I remember correctly. Well, if you ain't got the stuff, let me know and I'll make us load of stuff and fly it and meet you halfway.
Or we run a block line from this current steam turbine to this and connect the two platforms.
Yeah, I can't make one.
I can make 12. Is
I
that
mean,
enough?
the bigger one will give you 25 megawatts.
I can make 12 currently, so do you want them or not?
Yeah, make them. I'll come and get them and then we'll try that. We can try that. Because in theory, I can put more than one of these down. Why not? could have one here, and then I could put on the corner here, maybe another one, and then that'll give you 50.
Yeah. We'll have to see how much it takes, but yeah.
I'll work on that, so I'll be back. Let's respawn. And there's
I'm just making them.
so it means when I do my next project, well, go back to my original project, I'll put those in there as well.
Happy 12-month aining. Sklovev.
Nathan, thank you for 12 months. Happy anniversary.
Once you got about 10, just let me have what you got. I can come back and get the rest.
Come to me at this container then.
I'm here right next to the container. And put the rest in here and on over to come and get them.
It's 11.
Let's try and do this a better way. $40 to $40. Interesting.
Right, yeah, so you have 50 megawatts, and apparently you're only pulling 54 kilowatts at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's doing anything yet.
Yeah, so see how you get on with that. I can always add another one of those on if necessary.
That's doing 20. Okay, so we need 4 smelters.
By any chance, lads, do either of you have any circuit balls on?
Any what?
Circuit balls.
What? In inventory?
Yeah.
No. Negative.
How many do you need?
60.
Or 40. And I'm right next to a line that's got circuit boards on it.
Yeah, we're not quite at 100k profit.
If I nick off this, though, it's going to be starved. Not making them. Well, that'll do for now. Knight, can I give you these two? Well, this one to take with you.
What can we do?
Come to this box. I'll stick it in the end of this. You want that one. It's the one in the red.
Oh, no, shut start.
Yeah, I've got the end pad.
Obviously, what I'm creating now was aimed for the power station, I believe.
Oh, I thought you were going back towards Paul. That's why I gave it to you.
Oh, I can go and drop this one for Paul, but then I will need another one.
Oh, I need to stop
I've
being
got
an
the
idiot.
Paul on me, so you keep that one and I'll go to Paul.
What are you checking out? 40. Yeah, 800 fuel, I'll be fine. Next time I respawn, I'll grab some.
Paul, I'm just going to place this down and you can destroy it and keep it.
What?
I'll place this down and then you can destroy it and keep it for when you need it. You ready? There you go. That fits in my backpack.
You have a remarkable backpack, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, no, that's big. Right. I get a funny feeling that my little pad that I've got here is no longer big enough.
Need to bury this line underground.
Okay. can't understand why they're carrying on crushing even though their outputs are full. What's going on?
Because they have an internal storage.
Yeah, the massive external, internal storage. Ridiculous. Hey, we're on 100k. Woo! 100k profit. I should have spaced these out. But I spaced them out, it would have worked slightly better, I think.
Right, is this being used?
Be able to pay off your debt, you reckon? Too much junk in my trunk. So I think what we do. Annoyingly, that's going to produce 30. I've noticed in this game they like to make it so the maths don't quite work.
Yep.
So I'm going to do that and combine them later. Yeah, I'm trying to just come up with a design that I can just... Because one of them I've worked out needs two of them. And this inputs like 40 per minute, and then outputs 40 per minute. So that's fine. Whatever comes in this belt here goes out on that belt there. But that then needs two of them to deal with what that's chucking out. That's okay. But then what this chucks out is not the same. It chucks out 30 when there's two of them, so that's 60. So they'll chuck out 60 a minute, bearing in mind we only brought in 40, which means I need two output belts, but that won't make two full ones, so I'll have to merge them into the rest later. But I just want something I can copy paste effectively, something I can do like that with. this is slightly wrong now because I decided what, you think YouTube API is on the blink again?
I did notice earlier on there was a massive update on your laptop, on the chat screen.
It's actually annoying. So, 1, that's 3. That's 4. There we go. So I think that is one. That deals with one belt. So I think I need 4 of them, and then combine the 8 output belts. Can balance it into 4, is what I think, or even possibly 5. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. That doesn't need to be there. So that does 30 times 8 of them times 2 of them is 480 divided by what, 3/4 of 2 belts. So it needs merging into the next stack. Now I need to copy this and mirror flip it, which will be interesting. There we go. So let me say copy. Want to mirror it, that. Oh, the mod is insanely useful. Can you imagine, like, the base game, you have to handcraft that out. Every single belt, every single loader, the state of every loader, it's just crazy. I'm trying to remember. If a... how do we do this? How do we balance a 4 into 4?
So 2, 1, 2.
Can't do 2, 1, 2. There's a gap.
Okay, well, it'd be 2. You need to get them together. That's the easiest way I found. Unless you put belts in between.
Like that.
But then that's just triggering because it's odd.
Listen, pal, I left a walk space down the middle. Yeah? That's what the gap's for. If you want to come here and move all that over a block so you're not triggered, you go for it.
No, I'm cleaning up the starter base and trying to get stuff onto the belt, onto the bus beds, but it's doing my head in. I can't move any of the rod belts yet. It's the worst one. I've managed to hide the concrete and the glass. See, the plates would be so much easier if they brought in by a ship instead of a conveyor belt. Because then it could just go and disappear, not to be seen again.
The best thing is, I then need to get the output of this somewhere. What are your thoughts on trying Dune Awakening? I don't know. I haven't really got time for these kind of MMO type things anymore. Oh my god. Let's build more platform.
The concrete factory's got to stay. So that's okay. That's this. Oh, the concrete factory's bigger than I thought. That does against glass.
Missing 97. That's not a good sign, is it? Conveyor balancer 2. Is that loaders is the problem?
Do you want me to bring you some?
Loaders and crushers I need.
We make
That's fine, I got to come back anyway, mate. I need to get more fuel.
Paul,
Yeah.
when the rest of the starter base is done and your platform's in, can we then bring these iron plates in by a ship?
Yeah, if you want. What, just build a platform at the north side?
Yeah, build a platform north side, because then it would clear up so much of this.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Well, it's an option now, isn't it?
Yeah, because I don't know how soon north I can start building the platform. Because this... We still need this, don't we? The stuff making the rods. Until your one's online.
Yeah, just some mention profit's gone down.
Yeah.
It will do, because there's no electronic components and boards to make anything.
What I'm doing right now will solve a lot of it. Have you got the capability to take all these rods and use them?
I have, yes, on the existing lines. I can plumb it straight in.
Yeah, but have you got the machines to take 4 yellow belt stacks of rod and do things with them?
I can do, yes.
Would be an idea, because I'm not...
First things first is probably put in another line of rods on to just produce electronic components. Before you go back over to where you are, Paul, can you tell me where I can start building a platform?
Platform for what?
For where all the ships are going to land. How are you bringing your rods in? Are you using conveyor belt?
Yep. My
Your
plan is
conveyor
to, because it's not that far away. So I'm thinking, you see the platform I'm building now? Imagine 4 belts of rods coming alongside that other belt that's already there.
Yep.
And then where you are, you're looking at some old base stuff, aren't you?
Well, right in front of me right now, if you're looking at me on the map, is all the stuff making the rods currently.
Exactly. So when these 4 belts come in, that
And
can
this lot
affect
go.
That can go. The one thing we can't get rid of is the concrete just south of it.
Oh no, the concrete's fine.
That's going to be around a bit longer. But between my new platform and where you are, we've got lots of space there to build a big platform with landing ships.
Okay.
That can then just drop things into the north side of the bus.
So I need to figure out, do I go under the concrete plant?
Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it?
Over the top of it.
Yeah. At some point, that whole plant needs to move.
That's the tricky bit right now. Is we
It's
have
in
to
the
go
way.
over top of the concrete plant.
Yeah, it's in the way. And the only solution to that involves effectively building a replacement one, probably on another mineral rock and drop shipping it in.
Or moving the entire plant to the west.
Yep, that could be done with a copy pasta.
It's the west. If it goes to the west and we empty our inventories and just mass build it,
Yep,
nothing is going west.
yep, it can do that. That's a job right there.
I might just take the hit because most of this is just making robots and just dismantle this rod production now, and so I can get your stuff plumbed in pretty quick. Do you reckon it's worth it?
What, the concrete?
No, the rods that are currently being made. There's hardly any on the belts anyway. Is it worth just taking the hit for the 15 minutes it's going to take to plumb yours in?
It's not going to take 15 minutes. I'm going to have it down fairly sharp. I mean, if you want, what you could do for me is build the conveyor belts.
Yeah, because I need to sort this spaghetti junction out of it going onto the bus as well. Which I can't really do until we move the concrete plant.
Well, right now I'm thinking of these... Game.
How do you want them? You're bringing
Force.
4 across, right?
So they're going to be something like that.
But
coming
I'm
in.
flying towards you.
And then you can just route it straight where you want it.
Ideally, I'd love to go underground with the other 2, but
It's a lot of drilling.
well, most of it I exploded out.
Yeah, but you can't because there's belt there. You'd have to delete all the belt, explode it,
Yeah.
and then put all the belt back. So it's up to you if you want to do that.
Actually, no, it can just stay above ground because I just remember the concrete factory is going to move along with this one, isn't it? So I can make it a lot nicer above. Right, let me grab a load of belts. Mike's probably like having the time of his life. He's like, what I'm doing isn't complicated.
I'm just finishing off my ignium one. But it's about to be output to the transport ship, which obviously it's got nowhere to go at the moment.
Yeah, just fine. Once this lot's cleaned up, we can sort that out. Copy and pasting this concrete plant's gonna be fun.
You might want to test out cargo ships. They're not fast and the throughput isn't great.
We've used them before and we had it backed up. Because you put up the storage on the actual base is massive. Oh, what did I just come to grab?
But this mine is 99% complete now, so it's ready for whenever.
I forgot what I was grabbing.
Which mine?
I forgot.
Ignium.
Okay.
another mine or anything else, then let me know.
Smelter 32. Smelters and loaders. Really? I just grab loaders and it says I still need more. Shipping to station cargo, then back down is required later game to support throughput, or just buy on galactic markets and ship down once. Yeah, some people were saying that raw ore is quite cheap on the galactic market, and you just buy it and belt it in, basically. Glyn, thank you for 114 months. Nathan, thank you for a year. Mandy K, I think I missed you out. 41 months. Thank you, Mandy. Totally forgot to drink my tea. I saw that. I saw that as well. That's all been witnessed, recorded, viewed by lots of people. Puppy is destroying conveyor belt.
Yep.
Why don't you just use Shift F and delete... Oh, what are you doing, mate? Just delete the conveyor belt with Shift F. Because now you're going to have to literally drill all of that scrap.
You don't have to drill it. You just explode it again and then get rid of it.
So you go from having tier 2 belt to having scrap to having nothing. GG.
Yep.
Shift F and you can just highlight the conveyor and delete it and put it back in your backpack. Oh, you... utter scumbag.
Nope. It's not part of the bus over here. Really hope I just chose right lane for that. What does holding R while you're dragging do? Right, Sean. I need to balance 8 into 4. Let's go. Now you're asking a question. I ain't got my Factorio brain's gonna have to kick in. You're gonna need 8 first of all, ain't you?
I got 8 lanes.
Doesn't it-
I need to balance into 4. Hold on while you're dragging, change direction while placing belts. Okay. Look, something like that. Start off with 8. And it's going to have to finish up with something like that. So what happens in between? That's the question.
I'm Googling, hang on. So then the middle 2, put 1 piece of conveyor belt. The 2 lanes in the middle.
At the start or end?
Start. I'm just coming over.
Like that.
This is how Factorio is balancing them. And then there is another balancer there. Then this one and this one. We're gonna go up and over because we can't go any other way.
Well, we have to go up and over. So you still got your little flashlight thing on again?
Been working in a cave.
Huh? Did you really just go, what's that over there, and steal a Malteser?
There you go. Think, let me
Lovely.
double check.
I mean, it doesn't really look right to me.
No, I'm missing something, 1 sec.
Because to me, the middle bit just goes through the balancers twice, but nothing merges into it.
Yeah, 1 sec.
Meh.
I might have to make this bigger. I keep forgetting Factorio has underground bounds. I really just...
You have balancers to input the block, you don't need balancers on the output from the smelters. That's true.
Oh?
Ignore. It's fine.
Okay. That's where I... Okay, so this one...
Yeah, but
How do?
he tells us he's a genius, mate. That's the problem. I asked the genius, and he's still building it.
Oh, be quiet. Go and do something else. All you do is bully me.
Who else is going to if we don't?
Exactly.
No idea if that's enough room, but let's find out. I'm sure I just built some random conveyor belt underwater. Due to hitbox clicks. Out of sight, out of mind, Paul.
It's not built yet.
I'm having to scale everything. It's hurting my brain scaling stuff.
Sometime later. Definitely right now, yeah?
Yeah. It doesn't help when Factorio has easy in an underground bounce because you don't have to row him out underground. So how do I put this on top and scale it at the same time?
Well, there you go. If that's working, then we have 4 belts of stuffs.
There we go.
Yeah, well, I've hooked it all the way up to where you started it then.
Cheers. Alright, if someone could mass delete the production on the other side then so I can plumb this in, that'd be fantastic.
What do you want me to delete?
That old one needs to go, doesn't it?
The old conveyor belt?
The old rod production needs to go, doesn't it? So I can plumb your new one that can actually cope with it in.
Okay.
And then if you and Knight could somehow in the next 20 to 30 minutes copy and paste your entire concrete production, that'd be good as well. I want to know what happens when you try and copy and paste something that big.
Right, to be clear, I'm deleting this factory here that's producing
What?
rods.
Yep. Yeah, because this ain't keeping up, and
What's in this box?
that's my junk. Hang on, I'll come and grab it. Oh, I would if I had space, but I don't have space. 1 second.
What are we doing about that little ignium mine that's left? Do we just
Meh.
trash that as well?
Might as well. I've moved my box.
Let's put a box down myself because I'm not going to be able to pick all this up.
Oops.
Yep.
This spout ends under there because I've run out of stuff.
That's fine for now because I need you and Paul to move his concrete factory. So. Yes, Captain Flint, it's all balanced correctly. Yes, cool, Tiger. I know profits are down. Thank you very much for stating the obvious.
Oops.
Yes.
Profits are down.
Thank you, Paul, for stating the obvious.
I don't know whether you noticed, but profits are down.
Thank you, Knight, for stating the obvious. I don't know what you want me to do about it currently. I don't have a solution.
Wow. Well, you always had the solution.
You're the genius. We can't expect solutions from you.
There's a few people making sure you're aware of it now. Glad to see that's happening.
There you go. It's gone.
In other news, the other ignium core, whatever it is ready. It just needs a landing pad wherever it's
Now, these machine parts
That cannot be deleted.
were coming in.
That's no longer in use. It's all old. I did start deleting it, but I ran out of space in my backpack.
Yeah, another feeling.
Right, so these red belts are not needed.
No. They can't stay there either, Knight.
Yes, I'm just gonna get rid of them.
Oh, that's not you. Sorry, I didn't. Paul's trying to clear his inventory.
Yeah, because every time you delete stuff, you get all of it in your inventory.
Funny. I've had to put a little cargo container down out the way just so I can put my stuff in it.
Sean, profits are down.
Thank you, Chris, for stating the obvious.
As if you said nothing.
Problem is, earlier on you said that no one had noticed something had happened, that the profits had gone up, you see. So now we're just making sure that you know when they've gone down.
Is that what you call it?
Am I correct in what I state?
No.
Boy, this hasn't looked the same since we started the game. It's nuts.
I can finally fix this as well.
So what does this factory over here do now then?
That one, absolutely nothing. It all needs to be.
Look, this is the
Taken
original
up.
biomass burners right
Yeah.
here. Look at
This
that.
is right where we started.
The original parts, the original plates.
So it's just the other. It's just the second. It's just those. So all this over here can go.
Just double
Yep,
checking.
and then Paul and you need to figure out how to move his concrete factory.
Oh, we can do that. We can do that. That'll be fine. I just need to empty the inventory and I can move that.
It will be fine, he says. Watch the game crash as you're copy and pasting something that big.
Oh, ye of little faith. It's got loads of red one belt in it. Oh, picking this up is going to be a nightmare.
I should go and build a load of incinerators, shouldn't I, and just put them online temporarily. Just dump our rubbish in it.
So what are we moving, or what needs moving?
So, the thing is, he wants us to move. You see this concrete factory here?
I mean, this small little factory.
Yeah, all of these... You see this yellow smoke coming out here? This is quite a beast. And the problem with it is actually the materials that it needs, because it needs these 4 lanes of things here, doesn't it? Or is it using 2 of them? Because the other 2 are being used to make glass, you see. That makes it doubly difficult, Sean.
The glass can stay, though. The glass isn't in the way.
What's... Right, so it's just this... Okay. I say you just need to move your bus. Problem solved.
Oh, yeah! Because that's a 2-minute job.
You're on 100 mil a day. Flipping heck, dude.
No need to show off.
You see, I'm of the mind... I'm of the mind that, Big Sam, much is left on this mineral thing?
Well, in the meantime, I'll get rid of this biomass plant. We don't need that at all, do we?
No, that was the start.
Profits are tanking, Sean. They're down to 79 now.
Thank you! You don't think you're so clever.
I mean, I've given you the rods.
I'm plumbing them in. Give me a minute, man. God, you're very stressful.
Yeah, a lot easier if there was like a centralized storage facility.
I'm just going to Alt F4 and uninstall in a minute.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
Hey, what, Paul? During the week, you chuck me the save, and I'll just spend the entire week getting the centralized storage system online.
Just go off and build it offline. Come back and it's like literally says Amazon.com on the outside. Conveyor. Why the profits dropping? Because we're not making electronics right now.
Because there was a problem that we didn't notice until it was too late, basically. So we were focused on everything else. No, because illegally, I reckon I could still drive an F1 car and not crash into a barrier.
See, I like in Factorio, you can put modules in these things, and like, you need something speeding up, you can do that. Just keep finding things flying in there. It's kind of weird. Look at this.
It's always the same items, Paul. Obviously not that. It was probably some brick that I missed. But I found 2 more of those biogas stuff.
And all these smelters and whatnot can go as well.
What are you looking at?
Where the old biomass hut.
The biomass can go, the biomass burners, yeah.
You're right,
Yeah,
Paul.
then you got the smelters next door to it. They need to stay because they're not doing anything.
Well, I did come to help you and build some conveyors while I'm leaving.
Do you want one? Do you want one?
No. I'm gone.
I was only showing off my new mining laser.
But just to your left, these are the ones I'm hovering over. All this can go.
What are you looking at?
You got all these smelters that were doing steel plates and other things.
Yeah, that lot there can go.
Yeah.
You didn't like my mining laser, Paul?
Get rid of all this, and then that could be. What you planning? Have you got something planned for here?
I guess it could be drop ships or anything like that.
I could put the landing pad for the Ignior to go into here, into the power.
Make sure there is enough space to plumb it in.
I was wondering if using a central area like a warehouse would make things easier.
Fuzzball, that's a really good idea. What do you think, Knight? Like a central area like a warehouse might be a good idea.
Shut up!
Yeah, now you mention it, I think that would be really useful.
Now you mention it, that would be really useful. Oh, I'd like to remind you I'm your only dedicated friend.
There we go.
He gets desperate. I like the way you get desperate when you. Perhaps if you want to take over my pay for the days, like.
I mean, if you didn't keep buying stuff you didn't need.
You still have bills to pay.
Right, is there anything above me where I'm hovering? People tell me, please.
Where you're hovering.
Yeah. I'm underground, but is there anything above me?
Yes, there is.
What's above me?
The cement production.
Okay, I won't do that then.
I wouldn't recommend it, if I'm honest with you.
It's not a sheep, Chris.
Please don't do this again.
Where are you, Knight?
Over that factory.
Hey?
Over that factory that I'll get rid of.
Oh, yeah.
Good afternoon.
Right, boy, good afternoon. Thank you for 18 months. I was going to do that. And then that. There you go.
Ooh.
I did ask if you want one. I literally made you all one.
This replaces the drill thing we've got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to go right up close. It digs further away.
Just put it in your inventory and get rid of your drill now.
Yay. And I had that when I was creating those.
Is there meant to be a break in this concrete belt, or?
I just moved it so I could explode a bit of ground. I did what you said, Paul.
Don't want to reconnect it, or are you not ready for it yet?
Just figuring out what line it went on. This one. We
Well,
can
it
reconnect it.
It just went to there, basically.
I'm wondering.
Your glass
Why
has
this
been
bottom-
broken as well, do you know that?
Yeah, I took that off as well. Why this one's not connected? What went here?
Ant-Man,
This is...
like 53 months Ant-Man? Right. Concrete. Or do we just wait for Crusher 2s for doing concrete again? Have we got yellow signs going?
Yeah, I've been researching stuff.
Ore scanner. Teluxite veins. Pipeline. Mining efficiency 2. Ore vein mining, it reduces fracking liquid consumption. Each level grants an additional 10% free ore items per same amount of fracking liquid required. How do we get the Crusher 2 then?
We've got Crusher 2s, they're already unlocked.
Oh, we already got it. Didn't think we had it. Advanced smelter. Crusher 2. So we do.
So you had a landing pad.
Yes, I don't know. I do know where I put it actually. Are you gonna put it?
Well,
Because I think that's gonna be too close to plumb everything in. I would put it further back. I would start it
So
around
is-
here.
so is landing pad going to do everything? Just one thing?
So it just does one transport run.
Yeah.
So that's why you
it's-
need a load of them. I'd start the line here if I was you.
I
And
can
take
start
it
it anywhere.
past-
I just needed one to be able to bring the stuff over to put into here.
Because it's bringing... Your one's doing coal, isn't it?
Ignium. Put it wherever you think. I'll work around that.
Ignium's coal, okay. Just build this out, Knight, this square. And then stick yours, the first one. Is it... I would personally go this side of the pole. Because then we can just run it west as long as we need. And then if you need one, you see them 2 containers there, Knight? Where I'm flying now.
Yeah.
The landing pads are in there.
How long before we get the rods back online?
Plumbing it in now.
Plates, parts, components. We're still making explosives down at the platform.
Yeah, I need to move that eventually.
Where the heck are the explosives? There they are. I like your diving board, Sean. When are you going to finish that?
Give me the save. I'll do it during the week just for you, Paul. Nothing else to do in my life. Thing is, like, I need like a good few hours to do it. But the problem is, I don't have a few hours currently because I'm doing other projects.
Davs, thank you for 65 months. Pretty much it, Captain Flint. Pretty much it. That is the life of a programmer right there. All my stuff's in the box. So what's Jetpack Speed 1 going to do for us?
Make us faster.
from? We're on 400k, we're fine. Once the rods flow, the money should pick back up.
Alert, just one more thing. It has come to my attention that profits are still down. Someone better help ups. Maybe SNAD or a polished fat torpedo might help. Heck.
Polished fat torpedo, yeah. That's what we need. Quite like this laser.
It is nice to be able to just stand in one place and like disassemble stuff quite far away.
Yeah, you don't have to be like full on in the face of the block. You can just stand back and do stuff.
I've got some auxiliary lines to reconnect, but the pipes are online. I mean, not pipes, rods, I should say. And I hope you would appreciate how much thought I've got into making sure it doesn't look horrible.
I'd expect nothing less from a genius.
I've hid the spaghetti to get them on top of each other underground, so we don't have to see it.
Our first cargo ship is inbound.
Ooh.
Don't know what we're doing with it, but it's inbound.
Well, it's transferring the ignium ore from over there to over here, but at the moment that's as far as it's got. Probably just put a storage thing down and put it into that.
It will just store it in the base tonight.
They got decent storage in there.
Yeah, as you know.
Yeah, so it's ready to be plumbed in, I guess. Or just leave it there for now.
What I would like to do is get a transport ship online for these iron plates. Oh, I think I've broke something to Paul's concrete. Disconnected a square.
Right, I don't think the landing pads have any inventory.
So what are you supposed to do with them then?
Just leave it there. Just let it. If it doesn't need to be connected right now, just let the ship sit there.
Yeah, 'cause it's just sitting there doing nothing.
Which means we don't need it. Can I fly in it?
No, I was going to try and get in it before it
Where's
took off, but it was too quick.
The tablet's up here.
It's for the satellite dish. So I've called this one power station because that's what its intended use will be. Because it will just go off and connect to these lines every time I would assume.
I think the profit should start coming back up now, assuming everything's connected.
All the rods are, but it's going to take time to flush through, isn't it?
What, 4 belts of rods? Oh my god, the electronics are just dire. Absolutely dire. Where are they being made?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, this might be my fault. I've connected the wrong line to the wrong one.
Yeah, there is rods coming up here now.
Yeah, but I put both on the same line, which is why it was doing rubbish.
I'm no longer getting parts into my thing. What's going on?
Give me a second. Don't panic. Should start backing up again now.
You meant to make Crusher 2 or 1. I'm making Crusher 1s because you need Crusher 1s to make Crusher 2s. The component. Oh. That's a pain of it is I have to get these electronic boards into that box there. And it's already pretty busy around here.
That's because you choose to keep adding on instead of just making a new line.
But to make a new line, I'd have to bring in like 5 different belts of stuff. Are the machine components thing fixed?
Yeah, it's going to take time to fill up the conveyor belt of components though.
doesn't even work.
Wait, does that actually
No,
work?
it doesn't. It doesn't work.
I was gonna say.
I thought I'd try it, see what happened.
I might turn on my temporary balancer that's underneath. Let everything catch up. Iron needs to go onto that one. Night.
Serious game.
Correct.
You busy?
Really, really busy.
Okay.
Just watching to see if stuff's coming back online properly or not at the moment. But what circuit board's the only thing that's lacking.
Yeah, because that's because of the electronic components, because they need to buffer everything.
Yeah, those electronic components are doing really well now.
That's because I've got a hidden balancer underneath that I occasionally turn on.
Hidden balancer.
Yeah, I've got one buried in the ground to ease, to help split the load on the two electronic components. Well, no, I was going to ask, how hard would it be for us to set up a transport ship with iron plates?
From where to where?
From where they're currently being produced to where your ship is, so I can get rid of this spaghetti.
Where they're being produced?
East.
Oh, so you want to get rid of those 4 belts? Or
Yes. And I want to bury it underground. Because at the moment it's getting more and more difficult to get stuff on the bus because of how much spaghetti is going on.
I'll just fly over there and see what space we got, but in theory, doable.
I don't know how many cargo ships you'd need, 1 or 2.
We got metal plates and metal bars.
Just focus on the plates for now. Because in theory, that thermalite one, I can just put the transport pad over here and get rid of it running that way.
Yeah, I've just got to see what space I've got. Right.
He's swapping.
Yeah, I've got room. It can be done.
It would be a big help.
Don't have a...
I don't have a starter one, you'll have to make one.
Where is it in the thing?
First page, 4 down, second one in.
That's quite a lot of stuff.
Oh no, what was
Not
on
really
this?
on Amici.
Something's missing, I don't know what. Machine parts.
Yeah, it's negligible power on the lights.
lights take 1 kilowatt.
They should put LEDs in there. Okay, still have no parts coming down these belts. Machine parts.
Well, that's because weirdly, somewhere along the line, one of us must have been deleting something. I don't know who, and one of the underground belts halfway along the bus got deleted. I've reinstated it, so they should be flowing towards you and backing up.
But it looks like half a belt coming down towards me.
Yeah, because it splits off here, but it's starting to back up, so you'll grit the full belt in a minute.
Well, there's one up here above it, which is completely full. Where's that one? Is that one being used?
It is, yeah, but the reason it's half empty on the bottom is because it wasn't on. So it then has to fill up everything along the line. It's full. Can't get through there. Oh, don't tell me what's going on? Plates, machine parts are here. That's backed up. We should start getting a full belt now this is backed up. I know what this one's making. Transport bots. Oh yeah, it's gonna... Oh, that's the one problem, having the factory offline.
What?
I just found out where most of it's going until it backed up. It was all going to our transport bots that we make. Because we don't have an on and off switch.
What, the machinery parts?
Yeah. Transport bots take them and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 assemblers. Where's the other line of machine parts here? Drop that down and balance it and then throw it back on.
I'm balancing some stuff here.
All our bots are taking it because we just added... It's trying to fill up a 16 assembler conveyor belt.
Right, I've just rebalanced the parts belt. So it's getting a much better supply now.
Night.
What?
Come here.
Why?
Because there's a container with 3,000 of those in that you want.
Yes, fine. Do you want to sort the landing one out then? It's got somewhere to go and it's so that when we switch over it's ready to roll rather than there being a gap.
I need to go underground, so I don't know.
I mean, I get the start pad done and ready to go. But I don't want to switch it over until you're ready.
Yeah. Paul, are we... These landing pads, how do you want them laid out?
Probably a bit like the ones over there, so they're going east-west.
East-west, okay.
That's why we put like one where it was, so you can go west.
I mean, don't you want the stuff to just come in and then belt out west a bit and then turn south into the belt.
Well, I'm going underground with it. So it's going to join the rods. And then be brought up into the bus so it's hidden and a lot neater.
Right. I swear that sun has moved.
I thought it moved.
Hang on, it's 8:45 AM, so if I do that... That's really strange. Time's moving slowly, not when you untick the box. But I had it set when it was like midday or something. Oh, where's all the ground stuff there is? Yeah, the clock moves, Bigfoot, but if you tick this, it freezes the position of the sun, but the clock still carries on.
May have to add more to circuit board production.
Can't say
Only
I'm
makes 18 a minute.
Not surprised. Completed Transport Fever 2 Road to Billion. What a series, thanks a lot. And I'm a bit late, but a great series, hats off. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you reckon we can get one in next to yours, or
Okay, so the idea was that's
in
like,
its south side?
all the way back over, so I need more. I tried to put mine as far to the east as I could go without going over the water.
So we don't have Smelter 2 yet, or can I just not find it? I can see Smelter 1. Oh, it's just called the Advanced Smelter.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on a minute. Why does it... Okay. If you've got the Drone Miner 1, to the right of it is the Drone Miner 2. If you've got the Crusher 1, to the right of it is the Crusher 2. If you've got the Smelter, to the left of it is the Advanced Smelter. And you know why that is? It's because it's sorted it alphabetically. And an Advanced Smelter comes before Smelter, whereas Crusher 1 and Crusher 2... Do you know what I mean? It's the little things. But
You
that's
reckon they're
annoying.
right?
If we're going east to
Well,
west, then yes. You can go right next to it as well.
I can't actually see because of how big the blueprint is.
Because the
There?
there's inputs and outputs. Yeah,
Is
'cause
there
there's
outputs on the side that I'm hovering, the west side?
there's outputs on all four sides.
Okay, so
but there's
can I go-
even right next to there's enough room to put 8 belts that are coming out.
Well, it's going underground, so I don't care.
Yeah. So as
Is
long
that
as you got
Enough room, though.
You can go closer. So if you're going underground, then you can go.
There?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Oh, that's one out.
Oh. Okay, do it again.
Like, you can't...
It's very hard to tell because of the. I can see with the steps actually. Hold on a sec. So. Steps. Yeah, there you are. You're in the right place now.
Because that does not look like it was in line when I was placing it.
No, I had to use this staircase that comes down here, and I guess that was on the blueprint.
Oh yeah, I only need 4 squares to go underneath, so that's fine.
I mean, you can go on all four sides, mate. You don't have to go in here. You can go on where you are now or around the other side.
Yeah.
You'll need to name that pad.
This is the iron plate.
So I've called the one on the other end power station because it's for the stuff going to the power station. But obviously, you want to call yours.
Can't spell.
Okay, well make sure you spell it because on the launch start pad you have to type it. You can't select it from a list.
Just had to explain that up where it drives you nuts. Wait, if there are 10 types of something and it goes 1, 1, 0, 2, 3. It depends if it's based on the number of characters.
What we should have done, Knight, is raised it up a bit, because then it would save us all the digging.
Yeah, should have done that.
Knight, can you help me move these quick?
I mean, that one's got one landed on it. So I don't know whether you can.
Well, I'll find out. I've deleted it and it's taken off.
You go with all my stuff.
Probably back to your pad.
Okay, you need to delete all that.
Yeah, we should have raised it up by like 8 squares or something.
Actually, before you delete it.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
So we can know how, yeah, we know all the size of it. I don't know how tall you want to go.
Well, that should be enough. Just so we can run pipes underneath. Without having to dig into the ground. Yeah, that's high enough. Rerun it that. Didn't think of that until it was too late.
They're using Roman numerals, so they'll be okay until they get to 40. Too obscure, yacht should be expanded in the title. Not really, you've just got a command you can run. Why the heck would I put the whole thing in a title?
That would be one long title.
This makes no sense.
Not enough space. Character infantry full.
Yeah, I confirm we need more electronic circuit boards.
You can add more assemblers to what's there. Because there's only 3 online, I think, and they only do 18 a minute. I'm just helping move this.
Right, I'm building Crusher 2s and advanced smelters now.
Roger.
Right, where are the circuit boards being made?
Along that row, the left-hand side.
Blocks and stairs, circuit boards.
There.
This lot.
Yeah. Just needs more machines added on, and then the pipe to be pushed.
The pipe.
The conveyor belt, sorry.
Should make sure that thing's connected.
stairs lined up there, Knight?
Correct.
Want me to come and move that underground line for you, Paul?
What do you mean?
So you can just put the assemblers down and I'll run the new line. Oh, you've done it, never mind.
I'm just going to tack on towards there and replace it.
That sounds good. I don't need 8 outputs, so I'll take the 4.
Do you know, I generally can't remember where everything is now. We've got so many things being made.
If only no.
I was gonna say.
Sorry. Tempting, I'm gonna say. Right, what have you called this?
Nothing. So you can. I just put iron plate bus is what I had it. Because that's what it is.
Iron plates.
Yeah, I think it is Twister, yeah.
Hey, always forget about Prime subs lol.
Josh, that's exactly what they want you to do. Jeff doesn't want you remembering me. You know, Josh, every time you click that button, you cost Jeff Bezos some money. Block 3. No. We've got a dearth of electronic components again. Well, if you want more circuit boards, you need more electronic components.
And for all that, I'm gonna need more rods because we're already using all 4 lanes.
You see, I'm looking at that lower electronic component lane.
Yeah, go further to the start of the bus and go underneath it. The lanes are connected.
Yeah, but when things are taken off, as they naturally are, they need to be rebalanced. I mean, that's a standard factorial thing, isn't it? Because otherwise you've got one lane sat there doing nothing and the other one is half dry.
What causes it to be bad is when we have like 18 assemblers on one line and they all kick into action at once.
Well, circuit boards are used, I think, in quite a few important things, aren't
Yep.
they?
Yep.
So it feels to me like we need to have a dedicated input for the circuit boards.
Can you get me any more iron rods? Because that's the limiting factor, is the iron rods. Unless you can squeeze out any more of what's already there.
Well, your
Let me
iron,
check.
4 belts of iron rods are not flowing completely at full speed. Not even close.
Because if you look, this is where all of the components are being made.
There are more rods on those belts than you're using. And even that one coming in, you can see it stuttering. So it's not running at full tilt, and you've got 3 other ones doing the same thing. So before we start making more miners and stuff, why don't we try and get the best out of these 4 belts? What's the limit here?
I don't know, this was set up
It's
when it was
blocking on the
ready.
input, so is it blocking on the output, or...?
We've got more capacity on the output. This was all set up when it was all red.
Oh, right, so it's not even balanced.
Because both storage boxes are full up. So it's just literally we can't feed it to the machines quick enough.
Is this better belt still here?
Yeah. It's emotional for me. I can't bring myself to delete it. Because the problem is not it being made anymore, it's how quick can we get it to where it needs to go.
What was the throughput limit on these elevators?
Now this is a tier 1, so just the yellow belt, I believe.
Right, elevator 2 does 640, 1 does 320.
Right, how confusing is that? So a red elevator functions like a yellow conveyor.
So the only other way to get over it is to put the bus for these to conveyor belt 3 and just move it faster.
Do we have elevator 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm wondering if we change this here so we're taking 2 yellow belts of rod coming in. Hang on, what's the calculator saying?
This does it needs 30 rods per minute. But yeah, our bottleneck currently is getting the components to where they need to go. I mean, if we could put 2 more lines on, great, because I'll just add them to the bus.
Mad Dog, thank you for 5 years. Happy anniversary. According to this, if we want 2 yellow belts of electronic components, then we're going to need 2 yellow belts of Technum rods. So it must be
We've
1
got
to
2
1.
yellow belts already. That's what's on the bus, is 2 yellow belts of components.
So you're inputting 2 yellows now. Yeah?
Yeah.
And what are
And
they?
there's
Assembler 2s?
Yeah, everything's assembler 2. I upgraded it because I needed more copper.
Okay, what are these making over here? Electronic components. So you've got...
Got 4 running off one set of copper and 4 running off another set of copper.
Okay, so according to the website, if you've got 2 yellow belts of rod... Oh no, you need 4 yellow belts of rod according to this.
To what? Do 2 yellow belts of electronic components, which I already have on the bus.
Well, I mean, put it in yourself, mate. If you put electronic components and then put 640 as the output, you'll see that it's saying that you need 4 belts of Technum rods to make all the cable.
I do, Paul. This is multi-floored. Go down a bit. Fly down a tad. You'll see the other one.
So you've got another one.
Yeah, which is running 2 yellow belts on the bus. I forgot I had 2 floors of this.
Why have you got 2 floors of it?
Because we said everything that's being the same made, just put on the floor above. So I did.
Thing is, your build doesn't line up with the mathematics of that website, because it's saying that you need 10.7 assemblers, so you need 5 on each floor to make the coil, and you've only got 4. In fact, it's saying you need 5.3, bizarrely.
But I've got 2 machines doing the first 4, and then 2 machines doing the second 4, and it's way more than it needs.
Yeah, you've also got some red assemblers, I don't know if you realise that.
I ain't got any on me. I was just about to change them, I don't have any.
Well, that'll definitely slow you down.
You still have red belts on the output.
Is this all we're using the rods for?
No, they're being used further up the line as well on the bus.
Because if that was running at full tilt, that would be all 4 rod belts gone.
But it hits the storage limit of what? Because it only can take 3. It only stores 3 and it needs 30 a minute.
Needs 30 what?
Rods a minute.
And you've got 8 of them in a line. Yeah?
Yep.
And 8 times 30 is 240, which is not a yellow belt. If you've got 30 coming in on a yellow belt, if that's taking 30, that's going to take 11 machines to process those rods. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you need another 3 machines on the end of that. Which is why you've got enough coils as well, because you would then need to add another 2 machines to make coils.
But is our problem right now that we're not making enough, or we can't consume it, move it fast enough? Because both storage boxes have stuff in, because it can't get rid of it fast enough.
Right, well, where I am here, if you look at the belt coming in with the electronics, it's just...
Yeah, because we can't move it fast enough, because the assembly lines are so long, it takes forever when we empty a box and it goes, oh, I need those, so it's got to fill up an entire assembly line of like 20 assemblers. We need faster conveyor belts to move it.
Well, I mean, that's what you're researching, isn't it? Why is our profit not recovered to 100k yet?
That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to it.
We had 100k, then we added more rods, and now we're down to 70k. Like, how does that work? No, our profit was right up, and then it went down, down, down.
Has anyone seen any ships land recently?
Screen bots. Our sales of screen bots have collapsed.
Because we're not making enough.
Yep, that's the issue.
Because everything went offline, didn't it?
Well...
This is running short on circuit boards, that's what it's short on.
Yeah, because I can't move enough electronic components to support the factory currently.
Yep. This is the entire... We're just completely bottlenecked on electronic components and circuit boards.
The thing we could do, Paul, do you reckon there is enough capacity here to put another line on the bus? If we copied this, what's currently working, and had enough for another yellow bound?
What you've got on that floor?
Yeah, if we just put another floor on and copy it
I wouldn't
above.
copy that. If you paid me, I would literally rebuild that.
Well, do you want to destroy it and rebuild it then, and we'll just have to take the hit on the finances?
I would just rebuild that and make it scalable. I'd have it on one floor in a big line.
Well, rather than taking the hit, can you not build it here?
Where's here?
Close to the start of the bus.
No, that's too close to the start of the bus.
Okay, build it over here then, in this big gap here. Build the new one first before taking the old one offline.
It needs to stay where it is because it feeds onto the bus, because right opposite things use it.
Yeah.
What
you like you did with
where's
the
the
circuit
start?
boards or whatever.
Where does it start being used?
Yeah.
There. Okay,
I could extend
so
lines that run underneath.
if I can get it outputting like here somewhere.
I mean, I can just extend to what's underneath, like Knight said. I didn't realise I ran it underneath.
I'm just trying to think that rather than taking it offline and taking a hit again, try and build a new one before taking the old one offline.
Are you making it up there or down below?
Well, we can't make it down below, it's got stuff there.
You could just move the incinerators.
Yeah, the incinerators don't need to be there.
Yeah, that was just a temporary solution to all our junk.
What's this thing here?
It's making advanced machine parts. And that's also being staffed or something.
Upgrade the freight lift.
Metal beams, steel beams.
Oh yeah, the steel's not connected to the bus at the moment.
If
I thought that was something to do with it.
we can make elevator 2s, can't we?
We're making them already.
So, an elevator 2 could cope with what, 4 yellow belts?
In fact, I can upgrade this elevator right now if you want me to.
Well, an elevator 2 does what? 600, I think it was.
640 is double the red.
640, so that's 2 yellow belts. Which is what we're trying to make, isn't it?
Yes. Which we are making.
640. No, we're not even close to making it. It's impossible.
But we are.
Pops, it's not possible given how many machines you've got. It's not, it can't, it doesn't add up.
But it's what you can clearly see at the start of the bus, it is working.
Okay.
And both containers that are big are filling up because they can't move it fast enough.
Anyway, the point is that an elevator 2 has enough
This one's-
capacity for what we need. So
This is now an elevator 2. Like,
So- I could build it up here and then just chuck it in an elevator, couldn't I?
Yes.
I can build it here next to it and chuck it in an elevator and it'll just... I don't know where that goes, but...
It goes underground to the start of the bus.
Okay, and would are there 2 output belts on that?
Well, 1 currently because one's being made up and one's being made down, but I can do 2 once they're both upstairs, yes.
Okay, so once I've got 2 lines running into there, you can just rejig the base a bit.
Yeah.
And then we can take all these old ones away.
Yeah, so do that. Let me know when it needs rigging up to the bus and I'll do that.
If you unbalance the rods, you could have 6 lines. I don't know what you mean, Captain Cole.
We don't want to unbalance the rods though, because that means one line will be starved. No, I'm having to do some jiggery pokery here until I can move everything.
It's all done. The stuff's ready to go, but obviously I'm not going to do anything until you've got this side ready.
So I need to move quite a bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to disconnect the old ones because you've got so much stuff on it. We'll want them to empty before you really.
Yeah, I need to get it to where I can just say turn it on and switch it over.
Yeah, but like I said, you then want the old lines, the old ones, to empty out.
Yeah.
So just to, you don't want to waste what we've already got. You could easily just use a balancer for that, couldn't you? Just so that they're both inputting initially until the first one runs out.
Do you give me a hand if you're free?
I am. My brain is just trying to cover that discussion.
I've just ordered a coffee.
That's what I'm drinking now.
That's how much my brain's struggling right now.
I put it in chat so my brain hurts. It's like a clue what you guys are doing.
Do you like having an exam?
I got the general gist of it, but I was sat there going, I've lost it completely. Where are you?
At the mine in the north, you go from 8 to 4, but if I'm right, you could have 6 lines instead of 4. No, you're not right. You could have almost 5, is what the math said, but not 6. That's what I worked out on the website.
It's where the lines are coming down to, where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, because then I can do the spaghetti underneath like I did with the rods.
Lots of rods.
Dev, if you're watching, please get rid of the key to be able to drag conveyor belt backwards.
What is that key? I've never been able to.
Why?
It comes up on the screen.
Oh, I see.
No other factory game I've played has that. And like Paul said, I think it was yesterday, you don't need it when you're doing ramps.
only assume that they've had a time when not having that key has caused.
That just sounds like a skill issue.
Right, I've run out of.
The dev said they are looking into check. Yes! I beg them, please!
Yeah, they're going to change it to Control Y.
But then, how then would you know which direction you want to point? Because the conveyor belts have an arrow on. All the Y key does is say you can drag it backwards. It's pointless.
So they didn't say they were going to change it. They're just going to look into it. So that's all he said.
So Captain Fleet, you know, like Factorio, if you put, say you're going north with a belt, you can also drag it south. But if the belt direction still stays north. In this game, you then have, if you want to do that when you're trying to line up conveyor belts, you have to press Y to be able to do it. And if you don't, it will then go, I don't know what you want, and just throw conveyor belts everywhere.
Take this. Yeah, so what they're on about, Captain Flint, is like if you have a better conveyor and then you start to drag in the direction of the conveyor, it builds, right? But if you have it here and you start to drag backwards, it doesn't let you. It says cannot drag in opposing direction. So the way to do that is you click the Y key and then it reverses the direction that you want to build. So now you drag it backwards to build forwards, if you see what I mean. Because for some reason, like, you've said which direction you want the conveyor to go in. So now if you drag backwards, well, why not just build it, but have it going in the direction I said? Why do you need a specific key to toggle that?
It's been so annoying when I've been doing the bus and I forgot to press it, because it's not muscle memory to press Y. I need to drop down night if you can at some point, just once.
That's where you are then.
Get them in here.
Yeah, over there then, where you are.
You do it.
Otherwise, we can't get rid of loads of soil.
If you do it here.
I'll take it to there.
Okay. And I can do this twisty bit again and have them all go in at once. Be back, I just need to go and grab some ramps.
twisty bits. Oh, so we've actually got 5 belts.
Yeah. The fifth one's easy. It's
This
just
one's here,
these ones.
it's being
Yeah.
made here, isn't it?
It shouldn't be, but it is, yeah.
Like I said, I'd recommend just putting a balancer on the end of each one so that you're still using up the old stuff. And once the old stuff runs out, then we delete that belt completely.
I mean, what you do is you disconnect it from where it's being made and just let it flush through.
Can do. If you reckon you're going to be very close to being done, then I'll disconnect it now. Then
Yeah, sounds good by me.
Because then I can start it transporting the ships.
Sounds good to me.
Someone's
Someone's got a Bet that's a takeaway.
Doubt it. It's Sunday. We have Sunday made Sunday lunch. It is Amazon.
Oh, what have you ordered now?
I haven't. Not me this time. I'm saving money for next week. Then the month after I get pay rise and a bonus from work, so... Okay. It's been severed, pups.
I'll try.
You have a Google doorbell. Didn't even know Google did them.
Neither did I.
I used to like Ring doorbells. Right up to the point where Amazon bought them and then doubled the price of the month of the annual subscription. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Nah, I'm good. Oh, get Google by Nest. Interesting. Wait, wasn't Nest owned by, I thought British Gas bought Nest, and British Gas is owned by Centrica. Unless they sold it, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like British Gas. Absolute rip-off merchants.
My comedy won't be a rip-off.
Is it going to be the Fweetor?
Just can't help yourself, can you, Paul?
People are going to go in with small expectations anyway.
I think you should call it that. I think you should call your tour Small Expectations.
That's actually quite a good name. Some stuff goes online, don't panic. Goes online, offline.
I was almost panicking then.
I'm just setting up a new line in.
I mean, this one's not going to run out for a bit. It's still over the water at the moment.
Oh yeah, I've got to let these run through, haven't I?
I would recommend it. I'd just get all the pals up to the point ready, and just once it's run out, you can come back.
I've had to disconnect one to get the new belt in. And I can't really connect that until the rest have gone.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've had to disconnect that one until the rest have gone.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully it's moving pretty quick though, so it shouldn't take too long.
The transport thing is working. It has to load 2,000 before it will transport.
Yeah, which is fine. Should probably put a balancing system in down underneath here, shouldn't I?
Well, what I'll say to you is 2 of the lines have just hit land, and the other 2 are not far from it. We've got a fair bit to go.
I'm just going to put a balancing system in.
Did you know Nest was founded by Apple engineers and sold to Google in 2014? Didn't know that.
I'm surprised Google didn't kill it. Well, they normally do.
That's how it works for him. The more you chat, the more XP you get.
It's unloading them!
Wait. This is still not. We've got a fair distance.
I've not connected it, it's just unloading them.
Yeah, I mean, there's no buffer at all on those. They literally unloads it direct onto the belt.
007, just ping me in chat instead of Paul. It highlights for me if you ping me. What's up, Paul?
Mrs. Squirrel made me a coffee.
But
I took a mouthful of it and spat it back into the cup. Because I think she squirted her, she has like those little squirty flavour things.
oh, does she like a caramel latte?
Yeah, I don't know what it is she has. I can't stand any of them.
Don't you start dissing on caramel latte.
I'll diss all day, mate. I hate the stuff. All these caramel, nutmeg things they add to coffees, it's just disgusting. I can still taste it.
Tell us how you really feel, Paul.
Oh. It's on the tip of my tongue. But
Someone should clip that and send that to Alex. He loves that sound.
Pops, can you see where I am?
1 second. No. Yes. No.
That's
yes.
this,
no.
This is the end of the feed coming
yes.
in.
Oh, I don't know why the games just gave you a grey box around. It's so hard to see you at times.
You've got pink. Both of you have got pink.
yeah, but you've got like a light white and it's just impossible to see.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
both
colour
of
am I for you, Paul?
Like pink.
Both pink. Yeah. It's because I'm blue. We're going to try and see first. What colour are you two? Green and... that made any difference?
No. Oh, I've accidentally turned Paul's concrete mine off again.
I was going to say, didn't you do that before?
I did, yes.
I'm starting to find a bit of a theme here about
It's
stuff
'cause I
that's
had
been accidentally done.
It's because I had to move a brick to get a conveyor belt through.
I mean, earlier on I noticed that those landing pads had no power because someone had disconnected them.
I'm not in charge of electricity, that's you, so you should make sure your connections are better, shouldn't you?
I connected it, and then someone came and disconnected it.
Yeah, you connected it by one mean. Should always have a backup connection.
Sure.
Hmm.
Can we have a backup pups?
I don't want two of him. What are you talking about?
No, I'm hoping that maybe we'll get a version 2, so the version
Oh, I say,
1.
right.
I heard the door. Is that Mrs. Squirrel collecting the coffee you don't like?
What is that?
Oh, it is. Oh!
Eh? I don't know. It's got something in it.
Hey, what?
What?
He's got it in a famous two-tone mug.
Wait, you telling me there's a world famous two-tone squirrel mug that everybody should have?
Exactly, and some people have got more than one.
Somebody's got 4 in it.
So we bought another 3.
I'm going to have to buy 2 more just because I keep getting to the stage where both of them are being watched.
I know, but seriously though, like when you get used to having a mug that big of coffee or tea or whatever, you don't want to go back to a small mug.
I know. Someone made me a small one. I was just wondering, where's the rest?
Yeah. This is not good.
What's up?
Move vertical. I need to rotate and flip this thing.
I don't know how you do that. Good luck.
Well, you can mirror it, but I want to... Why can't I rotate it? Or maybe I
Just
can.
press
There
R
we
to
go, R
rotate.
key, there we go.
I'm watching a drag race. It's like, what one's gonna run out first?
I'm not going to use the Shift F because I can foresee me deleting stuff I don't want to delete.
Shouldn't that ship taken off again by now?
As if it's been able to unload.
Something broke underneath here then? Why ain't one of these lines getting... Oh, they're coming down now.
This line, whatever it is using a lot less steel plate.
This is not connected yet.
No, this one that's from the original one.
Oh.
Because it's taking a lot longer to empty out than the other ones have.
Let's see.
Just
oh,
so
that's
you're...
because, yeah, that's because it's not being used at the moment.
It's been used a bit because it is moving forward every so often because it's got all the way here. But
Yeah, the
if you
stuff
wanna-
that's being used is on.
if you do need metal plates for anything else, then this is the line to use.
Could we divert it onto another line temporarily just to get rid of it? Huh?
I mean, this isn't as many now. You could afford just deleting these. It's like you haven't got the entire distance all the way back to the original point.
I'm gonna have
This
to
other-
move these again.
This one going up to the top one.
It will be, yes. I'm gonna have to move some stuff again now. I'd like to get these two underground as well. Would that work?
Yeah, let's connect. Yeah.
These are just gonna have to do this for now.
Right, I think I'm ready to plumb this in.
Okay, let me know when they're going into the conveyor, into the elevator, and I'll plumb it in
Well,
underneath.
the problem is I have to break the... I don't know where you want the inputs to come from exactly.
Up to you.
I've given you the connection points.
Okay, so how
want
many
to,
connection
like-
points is there? 4.
4. So do you want me to bring...
So if
This-
we take these two here, these two, and we move those to the furthest two.
Well, I'm just wondering if you want to have like a... If you want to group the 4 together somehow.
Then we've got 4 lines of rods, so we ideally want 1 on each, don't we?
Hmm.
So 1 line per 1 connection.
Well, it's built to take 4 lines of rods.
So this one's easy enough to plumb in, the furthest one. We... Get the height that will be.
Well, this is your furthest one here.
Okay, let me move that forward. How's that look? Okay, that's fine. Where's the next one? Is it these two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do the one on the left first, and then we can see that one
Yep.
make something.
No worries. Get rid of that. Rid of that at the moment. Not actually doing anything. I should have brought that forward a bit. So we need to go across and then up. Otherwise, if we ever need to go from the others, it won't work. That goes to there. Oh, I'm one off. That's disgusting, Sean.
Skill issue.
Oh, that's that one. Means the rest of the bus can get through as well. So, next line down.
It's not even a full stack.
It will back up though, won't it?
Do you know? If it's fed 4 full belts, it should deliver 2 full belts. That's. Thank you, Ron.
Move this one back.
I thought it was an hour and a half. Oh no, it's at 7 tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to find a way to bring this across here, Paul, and then up to where it needs to go.
Nasty.
So I just go up and then loop underneath the building so you can't really see it.
Don't know. It's just it looks jank, all jank to me.
Probably because it is. You know what would be cool if the game had like single size elevators?
I know, but S. Williamson, if we do that, we'll starve something further down the chain, you know?
I'll find a way to improve this, but let's just get it online.
I bet there is a level 1 belt at the bottom of that level 2 freight elevator. We've got to sort out the output shortly.
Yes, the output I can do in like a minute. I'll think of a way to plumb this in better shortly, but I just want to get it online.
Okay.
And then this is the last one, right?
I'm just saying, if you saw this and Whiteland had done it, you would be flipping.
Yeah, but I don't exactly know how to get it up that high without it, because we can't just go straight up, because otherwise we can't bring the bus through.
Has a mod that adds 1x1, 1x2, 1x4 elevators.
You serious?
What?
But there's a mod that adds that what I just said.
Yeah, 1x1, 1x2 and a 1x4 elevator.
Right, next time we play, Paul, we need that.
You do have all level 2 belts underneath.
Okay, and then that's the last one there.
There is only one belt coming out there. So.
I know.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But it's level 2, but there is only one.
Yeah, I need to connect them up. What was that? Oh, you! So what's this? Something just... What happened?
What's this platform here for?
I used to use it
was
to
when we
walk
did
across.
jetpacks.
It was like a little crossing point.
Yeah, it was the only way I could get across.
Ah! I literally just went to stand on it and deleted it.
I wonder what was wrong. I was like, something happened.
Attempted murder, I would say. So yeah. Even though I can go and stand in lava.
soon as we get them lifts, I'm changing all of this.
Yeah, it's full on jank.
Why them size lifts are not in the base game is weird. But there's just so many quality of life improvements they could do. I can turn this old one off, can't I?
Well, the outputs are the outputs go to the elevator, but I don't know if we sorted the outputs feeding back
doing
onto
it
the
now.
bus, have we?
Give me a second.
But yeah, in theory, once you've hooked the outputs, you can turn these off because there's nothing coming in anyway. Indeed, Rome. Factorio has a lot of mods. Basically, what I'm gathering from this is, despite the fact that we put 4 lanes of rods online,
Don't have enough.
it's, yeah, you're going to need way more. Because that's only enough to feed the electronics.
Yeah.
Which barely feeds the circuit boards. And then there's all the other stuff.
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
You need like 4 just dedicated to electronics, don't you?
Somebody said that these don't have a lot of capacity, these ships. Is that
2,000 items is what they can hold.
okay? But how, like, what's the throughput?
Where it just dumps it straight out onto the bus.
That doesn't answer the question.
Your problem will be is that once it's dumped those 2,000, it has to fly all the way back, reload, and then fly back to here again. That's where your delay will be.
So when you do that, if we was taking everything away that it's delivering, our throughput is how many items we're getting per minute, if you like, given the transfer time.
There's no buffer on these things. As I just
You put a buffer in underneath and hide it.
You could do.
And I take it there's only 1 ship allowed.
Yes.
Yeah, you can change it so it's set to 100% before it flies, but though you can add quite a lot of rules to it. So, but you have to go to the start pad to do that. But if you go and have a look at the start pad and go on the controls, you can change how full it is, and then it allows you to add lots of other conditions.
Is Marty in the ship? Nah, he's probably in bed.
No, he's in Copenhagen, isn't he? Actually, he's probably in bed in Copenhagen, so your point still stands.
It's about to take off, actually.
You can set ships to unload on the same platform.
Yeah, so I think I'm flying. I think you can. So when you go to the start pad, you type into it which pad you want it to go to.
So you could have 2 starter pads bring in plates.
Yes, absolutely. So I can
for themselves.
Yeah, so you can set up another factory to another production of steel plates and tell it to go to the same pad. Absolutely can.
And how much can the pad hold?
0. There's no inventory on the pad whatsoever.
Paul's flying. I thought Paul was on the.
No,
how are you dangling from it?
I'm keeping up with it.
I'm inside it.
It flies slightly quicker than your jetpack.
I can see you.
You might have to put another ship online.
Whee!
Actually, let's see where this gets to.
So if you have a look at the control pad here, you've got takeoff conditions, and you can set all those
How long
up.
did it take to fill up with 2,000?
Well, it's done 160, so it's done 200 already. It doesn't take long.
Because this is a takeoff configuration. Inventory fill percentage 100 and time pass. So you can say get to 100% or you've been here 60 seconds, then take off.
So do I need to put buffer storage this side?
I mean, looking at the throughput of that, that's not amazing.
It's not, no.
It's not even halfway down the ramp this side. So is it worth adding a couple of container storages to buffer?
You could do, because that means it's not having to sit there and wait for it to unload. How much does a storage container hold?
3,600.
I would suggest
2 of them.
I'll tell you
Two,
what.
yeah.
I'll tell you what I would suggest doing. Putting a
Buffering it that side as
put,
well.
put a buffer here, and then put another platform the other side, and split. Go into the storage, then split out to both platforms, and have 2 ships running this. Well, unless if you don't need it, then fine. But I don't think you're going to get 4. Like if you belted this over there, you'd get better throughput.
yeah.
Than this ship. I think this ship is made for long distance mostly. If you're in conveyor distance, I think a conveyor is always better.
It's also messier.
Yeah, if you need the bandwidth, you know, what are you going to do? Unless there's bigger ships later.
Well, I've put 3 buffer storages on it.
Because right now, these smelters are now shutting down. They have nothing to do.
You just put the belts in, Pops.
I can do it from the side.
It wouldn't let me do it when I tried.
I can do it from here. And this also gets rid of the need for a balancer because the storage boxes will do it for you. Oh, I need to connect this up to a brick. Where's the closest one? Above.
It's attacked me.
Oh, of course I need.
Right, is that giving power wall?
Yep.
Go.
Yep, they're all running again.
Right, Paul, there is 3 buffer chests this side.
I guess what you need to do is check on it again after a few cycles of it, see how it's getting on.
It's the same buffer system we've got for the bots that we sell in it.
Well, I saw the smelters shutting down because they couldn't send it anymore. And if your smelter's shutting down, you are not getting 4 belts of stuff.
Do you want me to come and build this buffer storage where you are if you come underneath here? Under the platform.
Oh.
Maybe.
You want me to build this, but over that side as well, so it buffers it going into the ship? Because it also gets rid of the need for a balancer because the storage boxes will do it for you.
I mean, this comes in from the ship, doesn't it?
Yeah, so do you want one the other side so the things don't shut down?
I mean...
Yeah, because like, this is already filling up 1,300.
Yeah, each of these can do 3,600, so that's 2 ships worth, nearly.
So what I'm saying is, in theory, if that's got stuff in it, then we're providing enough.
Yeah, and we're not consuming 4 belts of iron plate, but if we was...
Yeah.
If we was, you'd be screwed. Like, because that ship cannot deal with that. At all. Why don't you split container for the plate storage and use the other inputs on the ship platform? Then use the other inputs on the ship platform for faster throughput. I don't quite understand that many.
think he's saying use logistics container 3 instead of the 2.
Yeah, but
we've
he's
only just
then
got
saying
3.
use the other inputs on the ship platform. We're using 4, aren't we?
Yeah.
But you've got 5 down one side.
5 on each side. There's 5 on each side.
There's 20 in total, yeah.
So if you use all of them, does it load quicker?
It will empty the ship quicker, yeah. Don't know whether it will load quicker.
Well, that's something we need to understand. Because if that's the case, then those smelters, you put them into a buffer storage and then split it and load as many things as you can. As many inputs as you can. Because you'll load the ship quicker if that's the case.
Because in theory, I could also add more lines to the output into the buffer storage. If you want the ship to unload all quicker.
I have to admit, like... I feel like I want to time this.
Once it takes off, I'll put a buffer in.
It's 200. Right, that took 23 seconds to load 400. Which roughly is about 1200 a minute. And those belts do what, 320?
Yeah.
That makes sense. So basically, it's just loaded that as quick as it could. It loaded 4 belts. If you had another 4 coming into here, in theory, that should load twice as quick.
There you go. Coastal does. It says it does load quicker if the pad has more belts going in.
There you go.
So do I need to add more belts unloading as well?
Yeah. If you want it to unload quicker. Otherwise, you'll slow the ship down.
Okay.
It's around... We've got 3 sides we can load easily. Night.
Yeah.
If you can get all the outputs, but I don't think you can from one container. Unless we need more of these, don't we?
If you wait until logistics container 3 is unlocked, it's double the size of that one.
Yeah, but it's about the outputs.
It's double, so it'll have 4 outputs on each side.
Okay, well... I'll have to wait for that then.
Looking at the picture anyway. Press G. Is it... Looks like it has 4 on... 4 on each side, right? Someone want to check? It does, okay.
I'm just gonna quick and dirty test something here.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking you can put 2 to your side, and we can put 2 on this side, and that'll make 8 of.
I reckon I could also add more researchers.
God.
Hate it when they do that with master loot. It's really annoying.
I've currently got 10 researchers. I reckon next time I play I can double that without having to change anything.
Let's see how quick this thing fills.
Yeah, so it's buffering up now.
It's on its way over. I'm going to time it for 400 again and see what it does. In theory, it should double, shouldn't it? Because we just added it from
Yes.
4 to 8.
Correct.
Tell you what, it didn't take long to unload it this side.
Yeah, I think adding that buffer that you've put in has helped already.
Yeah. I'll change it up when I unlock these. I'll put 2 of these ones in instead.
There it is. It feels quicker already.
I was going to say, it looks like it's going quicker.
That is definitely quicker. 11 seconds instead of 23.
So then if you added another 2 on each side to give you 12, that'd be quicker. Because
Well-
that's what you can do in a minute.
We got 4 sides to this, so we can quadruple the throughput. As long as enough buffer there for the whole ship, you can load that super fast.
Yeah, we're nearly there on unlocking the bigger container. And as Frame says, 10 minutes to F1.
Yeah, we should probably wind it up, shouldn't we?
Probably after
Yeah.
this next time.
Yep. Right, peeps, I think we better wind it up there because the F1 is about to begin in 10 minutes. Wow, we've got 0 flipping things coming down here. Screen bots. None. Empty. Nada.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Flinty, you really need to be quicker. Get wrecked, noob.
Oh, Chris. Yeah, Bowser, you can't add another ship. You could add another platform with another ship, but you can't add another ship to one platform. That makes sense. Right, night, pups. You want to say good night to stream?
That's
Good
it,
night.
man. Game over, man. It's game over.
We need to reinstate safety third PLC. I need a lot of snap to bury someone.
Circuit boards,
Oops,
that's
I
fine.
meant
No,
to
I'm
build a
sorting
road.
it. There's a broken
Yes,
connection on the
A
boat.
road.
You're welcome, Maniac. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and have a great week ahead. I will be back probably on Friday next week. I'll do a stream on Friday, I think. So I'll let you know the schedule during the week. Well, I'll tell Pups and he'll update it. Hey, we've got 500,000 in the bank. Look at that. Logistic container, 100% nearly done. Boom. Cool. So thanks for watching. Enjoy your week ahead. Be back next Friday. Hope to see you then. But until then, take it easy. Love you all. Good night.